Inside it is silent and still, and a lingering musky perfume begins to invade our nostrils. Earthy, mossy, and barky. The soil underfoot is dry and fine as talcum powder, tamped down flat by countless tiny scurrying feet. This must be how it feels to creep into a fox's earth or a rabbit's warren. As we move further into the shed, the smell gets stronger, until it is more than a smell. It is an overpowering presence, as if the forest itself has grabbed me by the lapels and is exhaling deeply into my face. This is because we are surrounded, almost comically outnumbered, by trees. These days, of course, it is entirely possible to order your timber from some distant faceless sawmill or builder's merchant, to have it delivered in neat, square-edged packs of uniform planks, sight unseen. Elegant, clean-limbed hardwoods from Europe, prodigious giants from the Pacific Northwest, iron-hard exotics from South America and Africa, and close-grained, slow-growing birch from the fringes of the Arctic Circle. From aspen to zebra wood, purple heart to ponderosa pine, and 100 species in between. With a modern crane-armed truck, a skilled delivery driver can actually lift the stuff directly into your workshop. This is far more convenient, simpler and faster than selecting in person. And because the timber from big suppliers is commercially logged, kiln-dried, treated and graded, there's considerably less risk that hidden rot or unexpected colour may be lurking inside as well. But just because it's easier, cheaper and less chancy, doesn't necessarily mean it's better. Ask any chef worth their salt. Would they rather get that expert nose stuck right in at the fish market before the sun's even glanced up from the pillow, or unpack the goods from an insulated box? Forage for chanterelles in rain-sodden glades, or peel away the cellophane behind closed doors. There are exceptions, naturally, but they'll tell you. When it comes to sourcing the finest ingredients, perfect in ways that can't be defined or categorized, with qualities that must be perceived rather than picked from a catalogue, there are times when it pays to get your hands dirty. And Ben's timber yard, in the far upper reaches of northern Scotland, is a place to get your hands very dirty indeed. This yard has no sign, no digital footprint. It doesn't even have a phone. Secreted away at the end of an unmarked track, 5 winding miles from the nearest village of any size, its name and whereabouts have spread quietly, organically, whispered on the lips of tree surgeons, furniture makers, wide-eyed wood-turners and canny farmers. For all intents and purposes, it might as well be invisible. And for those of us who do know of it, there's a very good reason to try and keep it that way. Much of Ben's stock comes from old-growth hardwoods, some that were many hundreds of years old when they fell. Trees like this are uncommon, protected, not the sort of things that come down every day. But because the turnover here is slow and the sheds are small, this wood, when it comes, has a habit of piling up, the old being gradually buried beneath the new. Storm-blown, wizened and gnarled, and often very large indeed, these are trees that found root in an unforgiving environment and somehow scratched out a living. Trees, that is to say, of distinctive character. And whilst they certainly aren't to everyone's tastes, as the world grows ever more manicured, to some this individuality is a rare and precious thing. All around me, in all shapes and sizes and every conceivable cranny, hundreds of the straight, branchless lower trunks of trees are piled twice my height. Where there is no space left to put them, they hang precariously from heavy canvas slings. Each has been sliced lengthways and then carefully reconstructed into stacks of planks that resemble the full log in the round. In this way, the even pressure of the boards, spaced with dozens of slim wooden sticks, imaginatively named stickers, and tightly lashed together, helps to keep them flat as they slowly air dry. These are plain, through and through or slash-sawn logs. But bound back together again like this, they are known to many as boules. Boules are monstrous, magnetic objects, and yet there is something fantastically cartoonish about those neatly splayed slices. So, like a log in the first moments of an explosion, you can almost imagine Wile E. Coyote himself slamming home the detonator's plunger. But it isn't simply their appearance that's enchanting. It's what might be...